Oh god. Oh, shush it, woman, please. No, Ayato, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Oh god, we just don't discuss the timing I have on this event. Can you shush it for 2 minutes? I missed, but it's okay. It's all good that I missed. No harm done. I need to fucking go to the event, please. I have 1 day left. Yes, really, I have 1 day left, right? Come on, I need to fucking do this. Yes, I need to go to Catherine's. The thing is, right, of this event, I just don't feel the need to do it. Like, I just don't want to do it, but I need the Primo Gems. So I'm just gonna go do this, right? And I'm just like, oh god, I can't be bothered. I just really can't. Also, I see the fucking chat is broken again. Yay, let's go. Fun. Is it fixed? No, of course it's not fixed. Why would it be fixed? Is this really gonna be— oh no, is this really gonna be a thing now? Yeah. Oh god. Okay, wait, I wanna see something, right? Hang on. Okay, so you did actually message something, but I just can't see it on YouTube. Decent, alright, makes sense. Okay. And I know Toby already told me it's gonna be absolute fucking shit, but I still have to fucking do it.
Take it easy.
I don't want to do this. Catherine. Oh my sound is gone. Hello? Ah, there we go. We're all good. It's all fine. Oh god. It has been getting worse over the last 2 days. The exploration team's movements will be limited as a result. Yay. Who can I get to take this commission up? Ah, that would be me. Ah, Lupo and Paimon, your timing truly is impeccable. You're lucky I didn't fucking do my commissions yet, woman. I did say I don't have to do it, yes, right? I know, but I want to do it because— oh well, technically I have to do it because of the Primo Gems. Because I'm gonna save up from here on out for C1 Kazuha and thingy Heijo, whatever the fuck his like name is, how you like spell it. Impeccable, you say? Yes. Some of you got trouble on our hands again. For reasons unknown, some dark mud-like substance has come pouring out of the caverns and mines of the chasm lately. It is a very sudden affair, and the exploration team has yet to come up with any countermeasure. And so investigations there have started and stopped several times. As such, Thingy has asked the Adventurers Guild to send help. Dark mud stuff? Isn't that the thing from beneath the chasm? That's exactly the words. It's too early to fucking do stuff. That's exactly the substance I speak of. I do not know why it has reached the caverns and mines, but either way, the exploration team's progress has been whatever the fuck that word is. And even the day-to-day movements have been affected. After all, they rely heavily on the mining tunnels for the transportation of goods and materials. How long has this been going on for? For some time now. Yes, I'm sorry, I just couldn't be bothered doing this event. I'm sorry, Catherine. Thingy says that he's found a researcher from Sumeru who can help him out, but that researcher seems to need help themselves. I must admit that this has been troubling me ever since. I may be a bit late for this then, eh? You know, Thingy probably prays pretty well. Has no one stepped forward? No, I'm afraid mostly owing to the extreme danger that the dark mud poses, quite a few people actually came on account of the reward. But the moment they heard it was the chasm, they quickly declined. They're like, oh, it's the chasm? Fuck off. To make things trickier, most adventurers are not very familiar with the chasm's layout. So the one who accepts this commission will have to be someone with no fear of danger and who knows the chasm like the back of their hand. Well, my time to shine then. And just as I was puzzling over this matter, you two dropped by. So that's how it is. Things do seem quite serious, Lupo. Well, let's go have a look then. And let's go now, shall we? Yes. About that, Key Dive did say that you just have to look for that other researcher from Sumeru. Or to quote him, thingy, if anyone's willing to help, tell them to go to the campsite at the chasm. The guy will be there prepping just as usual. Alright then, we'll be off. Thank you, the chasm safety is in your hands. As always. It's okay. Okay, the chasm. The chasm. Where's the chasm? Just don't show me where it is then, that is fine. I'm assuming it's here, right? I would assume. Considering that's like the camp, as you put it. Hello, welcome back. Oh, underground mines. Okay, I'm an idiot. It's okay. I'm just stupid again. In my defense, it's fucking early in the morning, right? I have an excuse. Where is set camp? Oh, right here. No, don't remove the weapon! Listen, people, right? It's like what, 8 in the morning? Almost 10 in the morning, excuse me. This is this is going great. As I put it, right, it's fucking 10 in the morning. My brain cells are just still asleep. They just, if I do some stupid shit, don't mind me. It's all good. We're all fine. No harm done. Okay, I need to I need the waypoint again, please. Thank you. Where? Oh, down below. We go down. Hopefully not without like dying, please. Hello, sir. At least I'm not alone. See, that's a good sign. No, I'm joking. It's not a good sign. I didn't think that the environment here would be so unique. In that case, the energy system of the Persina spike will... something, I guess. That's a thing that happens. Good morning to everyone! Lupo and Paimon, it has been a while. Why are the two of you here at the chasm? Because I was ordered to come here. Actually, I do recall Kita saying that you helped the exploration team out a lot. That said, the situation in the chasm has been worsening. It's no place for a walk in the park. Wait, you are someone... Oh, come on, didn't we just meet a short while? It hasn't been... Hello, everyone! Yeah, good morning to everyone who, like, joined in, I suppose. I mean, I do always end up asking for you for help, but that's no reason to pretend that you don't recognize me. I don't know this guy. Was he like in the Chasm quest thing before? I don't remember him. Ah, forget it. In that case, allow me to introduce myself once again. I am... Hosini? Is that how you... Nah, I don't care. I'm just gonna call him Thingy. That, like usual. A researcher at the Academia. I've been working on a device known as the Energy Amplifier, and I even went to Inazuma to do some reference work there. Did you? How did you get to Inazuma? How did you manage to reach Inazuma? However, I've run out of operating funds for my research, and so I have to return to Sumeru. Ah, okay, Paimon thinks she remembers you now. Do tell. You do? You're amplified. That's one way to say it. I'm quite sure that I've never introduced myself as such. Whatever the case, I received a request from a fellow researcher named Kidai. I owe him a favor regarding research funds from way back. So I'm here at the chasm to help him solve this problem. Well, I hope that the explanation's clear enough, in which case let me ask the question. Why are you two here at the chasm? You know, Catherine, she always gives us the hard work. Oh yeah, wasn't it like what was it? Something in... where was it? It wasn't in Azuma, I think. Was it Liyue? I know it was somewhere, but I forgot. Well, we also just happened to have received a commission from Kidai. Ah, so that's you, and to think I was worried when Kidai mentioned that he was going to get some people to help out. Since it's you, I guess there's nothing to worry about. I must admit that if I were to attempt to resolve the dark and mud issue... What the fuck, Lizard? You good? Are you okay, Lizard? You seem a bit like... in a rush. Are you okay? Okay. Resolve the dark mud issue here at the chasm myself, it will take a lot of time and energy. But with your help, our odds are, well, higher. What do you need us to do? You've heard... Don't fucking crush the lizard, you little shit. You've heard of the Persona Spike, right? A device that can release energy that disrupts the ley lines. According to my... hypo something, you can place a spike at points where the dark mud is pouring out to disrupt the ley line movements and clear it away. Is the dark mud even related to the ley lines? Well, they did appear based on anomalies in the ley lines, so it is very likely that they are related. That's what Kidai and I have discussed anyway. So we can use the spike to disrupt or even close the openings and allow the ley lines here to access external elements, which will stop the dark mud. I see. I don't see. I'm blind. Right. Okay. Okay. However, we were previously just using the spikes to disrupt the ley lines. This is the first time I'm using the spikes to seal them. I have done some estimations and adjusted some of the spikes. Para something. In theory, nothing should go wrong. But theory is, as you know, ultimately theory. And theories must all be tested. I was just thinking of beginning the initialization process, not progress. In fact, would have some risks. Well, allow me then. Alright, I'll leave it to you. I will observe from the sides. Sure you will, you fucking pussy. Fucking scaredy cat. Ah, I see. It's one of these things. Hi. Dark mud oozing forth from the ley lines will buff nearby monsters, increasing their attack and defense greatly. When these monsters are in areas covered by the dark mud, their will be further increased. Monsters will attack the Persona Spike constantly and the surrounding area will flood over with dark mud. Clear them out to weaken the creatures and defeat them to prevent the spike from being damaged. Might as well fucking use the thing then. Not my fucking net. Where is it? I'm over here. I have 3 of them. This is bad. Can I recharge, please? Thank you. Okay, let's see how this goes. Did I miscalculate? Oh, hi.
Busted.
Oh, shitting up. Oh, you little shit.
Clouds high.
The birds come.
Where? What? Why? Oh, come on. What do you mean? Oh, I'm out of thingies. Oh god. Hang on, I'm out of thingy. Calm down.
The wind knows me.
Don't attack that, Joe. Come on. Can you stop, please? Where? Oh, hi.
Into the wind.
Ah, I see.
With wind and cloud. Thunderblast.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Okay, come on. Ow. Can you fuck off, please? Don't. Ow, ow, ow. Do not. I mean, you could have like attacked this other thing like 5 times at this point, but oh, fuck off! I said go away. Oh no! Don't be like that. Come on.
High. The birds call. Evil conquering. Worthless. Worthless.
Are you dead? Yeah. Okay.
Here. Worthless.
Yeah, I see it, but I don't have time at the moment.
Take it.
Ow.
Wind strider.
Yeah, it's puzzle hard. Oh, that was surprisingly,
Time to go.
not as difficult as I fucking thought it would be, okay. Didn't you say that theoretically there wouldn't be any problems? The spike wound up causing a dark mud to gush out instead. Ah, I said how it is. Ah, to think that I did not factor the ground into my calculations. Oh, what an error. Factor the ground into your calculations. That's right, our previous experiments all took place on softer soil. But within the chasm, the medium through which the spike's energy travels is not soil but rock, which has very different properties. This caused a major discrepancy between the earlier calculations and the actual results. Indeed, theory is not a mere matter of imagination. Instead, it must be grounded and proven in reality. This proving process seems kinda dangerous, though. Also, why did so much mud come out all at once? Indeed, this place is quite far from the mining complex, so the mud really shouldn't be flowing all the way here. The situation must be more urgent than we imagined. Also, the Persina spike has a definite effect on environments affected by the dark mud. This shows that the mud thing is, as I guess, an issue that stems from the ley lines. This proves the need for experimentation and proof, does it not? There you go. Of course, if I had done the experiment myself, I would have wound up being attacked by the monsters. Not that I worry about being injured. That would be a small loss compared to any damage that might be done to the prisoner spike. How would I answer to our great tutor Furnace or my fellow researchers in the what? Excuse me? Yeah, it might be fuzzy because of, I think it's just YouTube, to be honest, most of the time. You should pay more attention to your own safety nonetheless. True, the data that we've collected can be used to adjust the results of our calculations. Now the solutions to these interfering parameters, I believe there are 4 such methods, though there should be only one that will prove most effective. Thank you so much for helping me with this test run, Lupo. I will make some adjustments to the Priscilla spike. Later it can be moved into the mining complex, where operations can then begin. By yourself? Well, no, I had agreed with Kita to hire some of the local miners here to move it. But when they heard that my objective was to resolve the issue of the dark mud, they refused any payment. I've spoken to Kiev and Munning from the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, the more will still go to them as compensation. Of course, I'll need you to help start the machine up once it reaches its destination. Alright, so swing of 1? Question mark? Wait till the next day, I can do that. Easy, simple. Is that the next day? Does it work? Oh, oh, he has disappeared. He has left. Where did you go? Okay, sorry Kazu, I didn't mean to fucking interrupt you, but I need to fucking dive down straight away. Alright, hello. I have arrived. You're here. Yep, we're here to help. I was just checking the prisoner spike. I must say that Leo's miners are made of stern stuff. Just 2 of them are enough to transmit the spike here. Where is it? Is it just chilling somewhere? Oh, over there, okay. But since the spike has some very fine moving parts, I need to check if it has been affected while in transit. In theory, though, everything should be fine. Can you stop saying in theory, please? For 2 minutes. Depends how quickly I get it done, to be fair, because if I get it done earlier, like I would say around like 11, I would try and go for Yelan Story Quest 2. That's what you said last time too, and you nearly got Paimon and Lupo into deep trouble. Well, I did also say that there is a difference between theory and reality. However, I made sure to check everything before you came. Everything has been prepared, and once initialized and in operation, the spike will not need any initial elemental energy input to maintain its charging state. Wait, it doesn't need any initial energy? Yes, before I had to adapt it to Inazuma's environment, and so I modified it such that it could only charge and operate through the use of electro. However, that is not the original operating mode of the Persona spike. Originally, it was intended to function in this sort of environment. In fact, the Stark mod is its power source. The mod provides power to the spike? How does that make sense? That's right. And that's why the spike is perfectly suited to solving this issue. If you consider it, the Stark mod issue we're having in the chasm has both symptom and source, both of which must be resolved. Of these, the source is the ley lines. Exactly. As such, we must nip the problem in the bud by sealing the openings in the ley lines through which the dark mud is spewing out. Of course, the sealing of the ley lines will not completely solve the problem of the dark mud that has already come out. However, the Persona spike has the ability to absorb the energy within the dark mud and decrease its power as a contaminant thing. This is what we call fixing the symptoms. This way, the dark mud that has already reached the surface will serve as a power source of the Persona spike, and as the spike continues operation, it will close the ley lines from which the mud is spewing forth. As for those monsters who have been affected by the mud due to long-term exposure, they will lose the enhancements they get from it and be weakened. Oh, that's 3 birds with 1 stone. You know what? The Percy Spike Sea is better than Paimon Fall. It's called Persona Spike. Priscina's brilliance truly is such that one might almost believe that the spike was specifically made to solve problems such as these. If that guess of mine is true, then this whole process of solving the dark problems could serve as a valuable experimental data in the future. Who knows, this research... Fog. This research might even allow me to discover some hitherto unknown principles behind how Priscina could affect the ley lines using certain devices. This subject has great value, honestly. If I could win the Academia's Kavi something prize with this, that would be wonderful. What's that? This is a prize that the Academia gives out specifically to young researchers. You don't really look young though, you look like about fucking 50. I'm sorry, but it's true. Every year the sages will go over the research reports and then cast votes to select the winner. The criteria for winning are that the subject must be groundbreaking, creative, and that the person saying the report must have great potential and be under 40 years of age. How is it young then? I feel like you're mid-30s or something. Like, yeah, you're still like pretty young, but come on. Still, you look like fucking over 50. I'm gonna fucking stand with that. All those who have won the thingy prize while under the age of 40 would go on to win great renown in the Academia. That sounds awesome. Well, let's start the spike right up. Let's start the spike up right now. Let's hope it solves our problem. That said, please take note, Lupo, that while the Priscina spike is a very impressive piece of equipment, it is also quite intricate and fragile. If it is hit while operating or if it's submerged by dark mud, which can cause fouling, the spike will turn off automatically to prevent any further damage. As such, please beware of the mud and of monsters while you operate the device. Sure. I'll make sure it doesn't get high. Additionally, using blooming light while the spike is operating normally will clear out nearby odds and concretions, granting the spike additional energy and speeding up the charging progress. Process, not progress. Fucking hell. Okay, start. Don't quit, no.
Time to go. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
I need you all to fuck off, please.
Lightning flash! Useless.
My nose is itchy. I need to fucking recharge my thingy.
Take it easy.
Stop damaging.
Gotcha.
Okay, we're all good. We're all fine. I need to fucking recharge again. Or just don't bother, it's fine too.
One with nature.
Just
one with wind and
kicking in.
Quietly now.
Back away from the face. Back off. You're not welcome, please. Just back off. Leave it alone. Oh, back off, you little shit. Oh, hell no. No.
Clouds high.
No.
Things are about to get dicey. I didn't factor this in.
Ow.
Take it easy.
Okay, are we all good? Okay, I think we are. Come on, it's almost done.
Take it easy.
There we go,
Take it
easy. Even though Yolana's almost dead, but we don't discuss that. It's all good. What do you mean, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, can I now, like... Just stop. I do not know either, but it's okay. The effects are better than I thought. We've recorded all the phenomena we've seen and the data we've collected. And most importantly, the dark and mud was completely cleared. It's just that... Oh, why do you look so unhappy? Is it a bad thing that the mining complex is all clean? Let me think. Well, when Kita and I analyzed the situation previously, we believed that the opening in the ley lines through which the dark mud came should be here. I don't think that such an opening would have been this easy to clear out, so the true entry point must be elsewhere. Fucking hell. I did ban this person. I have to like figure out like fucking hell. I have to like fully like ban them, like it doesn't give me the option to actually ban it like full stop. And in this case the affected areas also include the frontline mines. Exactly, this means that the point with which the dark mud is flying in is in the tunnels. Such areas will be far more narrow, allowing for greater buildup of the mud, and making it easier for monsters to swarm in, thus worsening our problem. Still, I have full faith in the Priscina spike. It is, after all, Priscina's great in creation. Just let me do a bit of maintenance work on it first. I'll call the miners who've agreed to move the spike into the tunnels over. Wait until the next day, let me guess. Way, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Alright, okay, Yelan, do I have food for you? Because you're not gonna fucking survive on it. Sure, just eat. You too, just eat. There we go. I can fucking run there, it's not that far. I can fucking run there, that's no issue. Unless I get stuck on things.
Take it easy.
Assuming it's down here? Yeah, okay. I should have been jail instead, but it's okay. We're all good. Something tells me I just fucking took like Hutel's name and just changed like a few,
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
They just fucking like took Hutel's name and just changed like 2 letters from her name. Oh god. People like, you create creativity with like names is like a different story. You're just in time loop, but we were just discussing how to move the Priscina spike in. I must say, however, that the situation is far more serious than we anticipated. This is bad. There's too much dark mud here, and it's crawling with monsters attracted by the mud. We can't move the spike in. We can't find any path forward at all. We're still a long way off from the mining tunnels. Come on, we've got to try again. If it still doesn't work out, let's go back out there and grab a few more bodies to help out. I mean, am I not Am I not too the mining superstar? Sorry. How do you go, right? How do you look at like an NPC that you add to event site and say, oh yeah, 2 is a great name. I can carve through the mountain with but a few swings of my pickaxe. These monsters are no match for me. Let's get moving. Ah, keep on faking. We'll see how much redder your face can get from all the coughing. Nonsense, I cough. Great. We can't proceed any further in. Long-term exposure to this mud will have severe consequences. The large number of monsters makes things even more dangerous. But we all saw it, didn't we? We put the machine in the mining complex and it was cleaned up just like that. If, cough, we could just get rid of this mud sooner. This isn't a time to be prizing speedy solutions. Whether it be in experiments or in problem solving, proceeding without preparation and proper examination is too rash. One mistake could cost lives. Your own life is of utmost importance. This is one of the basic actions of the... So you're telling me he's going to him, right? To apparently. And telling him that your own life is of utmost importance. That's like what he says to him. But just like 5 minutes ago he went like, oh, I would fucking defeat these things by myself if I could without like paying attention to my fucking health. Sir, do you mind? As a researcher from the academia, I cannot simply stand by and allow such foolhardiness. But if we stop, who's going to do something about all this mud? If it continues to attract these monsters, it wouldn't matter if we brought another 20 people. We wouldn't make any headway. Let me think. If this really is unworkable, we could activate the spike once more over here first. Here? That's right, I just gave the dark mud emissions a once-over. And though they are faster than how they were the day before in the mining complex, this is not yet the heart of the problem, so the purification rate should be quicker than the rate at which the dark mud can flow out. Those monsters in the chasm were attracted by the dark mud. I suspect that they must be affected by its energies. So setting the spike up here and decreasing the mud's influence in the vicinity should also be of help to you, Lupo. If you clear the mud out, the monsters should stop congregating. Once that's happened, we can try moving the spike further in. Then let's do this. You two head back to the camp and rest first. We'll have need for you later. There we go. Come on, I don't need rest yet. We just cough. It's not time for the mining superstar to lay his pickaxe down just yet. If he's clearing monsters, I could help out too. Quit the tough guy act already. I've seen this pattern of yours before. This is Lupo we're talking about. Where he gets to fixing things, there's little people like you and I have to fear. We'll leave the dark mud in this area to you, Lupo. Alright, got it. Ah, yes, Lupo, this entire area is covered in mud. The situation is far worse than I thought. There are also a lot of monsters nearby. Stay on your toes. I'll take care of myself. No, I mean, stay on your toes regarding the Priscilla spike. I have full confidence in your abilities, but less so in the awesome yet fragile spike. Please make sure that the spike makes it through unscathed. Not making any promises that I can't keep. Not making promises I cannot keep. As you defeat all opponents within the time limit. There's a time limit? Why is there a time limit? The Priscilla spike in operation will release shockwaves at the intervals that will deal damage to opponents they hit and dispel the bugs that those opponents possess. The arena will constantly brim over with dark mud. Once this mud covers the Priscilla spike, it will cause a fall to prevent unleashing shockwaves. Okay, so it's just getting more and more difficult is what I'm gathering, yeah?
Into the wind.
Take it easy. Useless.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Ah, that could be a problem.
Busted.
Lightning flash. Bellowing thunder.
Game's up. Fun's over.
She says that she fucking does it. Ah, there we go. That's the dark one.
Take it easy.
Hang on.
Into the wind.
I need if I can like recharge. Hi.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Gotcha.
I am stuck. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. You do that and I'm just gonna attack you, thanks. Oh, use it! Okay, time to regain some.
One with nature.
Of course I hit fucking both of them, but not the one that's gonna be most annoying, of course.
Into the wind.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, of course! Okay, sure, let's go.
One with nature.
Sure, okay.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Why not?
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
One down. Come on. Two down. Okay. People, I need you all to fucking calm down, like Jesus Christ. That was a bit too much hassle. My, as I should have expected of you, I suppose. Now that the Dark One and monsters are gone, with minimal damage to the Christina spike, I'm most glad that you were the one key that got to help us out. If it were anyone else, I doubt they could have solved this issue quite so handily. Well, I am pretty good at what I do. Indeed, that is plain to see. The two miners, two and how. I'm sorry, these names are like, you can tell it's supposed to be Hu Tao. Like, it's so clear when you like see it like side by side. It's so obvious it hurts. Have had it back to rest. Looks like it'll be difficult to move the spike back right away. But clearing the mud out as we go is a good idea either. The closer we get to the area venting the mud, the more intense the rate at which it will just keep flowing out. We have to stop this problem directly at its source. Looks like we need another solution. Like, you could just tell that they actually get hella... Oh, he's having fun. Like, you can just tell they get, like, either extremely lazy with the names, or just even more creative. I don't know, it's just weird. Like, you would, like, you could just, like, go up to someone, right, and be like, oh, you're like, Hu Tao? Here you go, have two how. Oh, God. These names, I swear to God. Talk to thingy. Oh, you're actually very close to, okay. Hello, I have arrived. Who's attacking me? How are you the one attacking me, buddy? Do you regret? Thingy, are you alright? I think I must be feeling the effects myself. Must have stayed here too long while thinking about how to move the prisoners back towards the ley line rupture. It's not a big deal though. I've had some rest and I'm much better already. At the same time, I've also thought of a solution. It's just that, well, I must say that finding a way to move the Priscilla spike around is actually not as hard as finding excuses to extend report submission dates. Since the mud covers the ground, we can make it float just a little by using hot air balloons and transport the spike that way. Oh, that sounds like a pretty good idea. No, it doesn't, Paimon. Of course, this will help us solve our dark mud problem to some extent, but in areas where it has blocked up the tunnel, we might still have trouble getting the hot air balloon through. And this is without speaking of the monsters that the mud will attract. I'm afraid that we'll have to leave such things to you. Don't worry, between Paimon and Lupo, all these monsters won't even know what hit them. Guess you're the star of the show, Paimon. Huh? Well, Paimon's mostly just cheering you on from the sides, you know. Oh, he's dying, okay. Ah, to think that laughing this a little would make me cough this much. Whatever the case, Tu and Hao are packaging the Priscilla spike and getting the balloon ready. I'd have packaged the Priscilla spike myself, but the mere effort of standing up for a while was enough to send me into coughing fits. How embarrassing. Looks like I'll have to train my body as well as my academic mind in the future. Go and look for them. Yes, I will look for how to how to get your name mistaken. I'm just getting fucking pain just watching this shit. Oh, it hurts. I don't want to do this. Hello. How to? Oh god. Hey Lupo, you're just in time. We're done wrapping this thing up. I can tell. Guess a dude from Sumeru's explained how we're going to use this hot air balloon. Come on. Thingy's not some dude from Sumeru. He's here to help us with the dark knot. Could we have put a bit more respect? Hey, this is just a friendly form of address. Right, whatever. The balloon can be used and the purification device has also been prepared. Lupo, if you need the help of the mining superstar... Actually, never mind, I can't really help right now. You fucking lazy fuck. At least you've got some self-awareness. Go get some rest. Whatever the case, if you want to start moving the device to start the hot air balloon right up. I know how it works, and I don't want to because this is gonna be a pain. Escort the hot air balloon to its destination to complete the challenge. When you encounter dark mud or monsters along the way, the transportation process will stop. Clear them out as quickly as possible to allow the balloon to reach its destination. Haha. Yeah. I think I actually have a commission as well with that, I think. No, okay, I don't. Please be careful if you're transporting the spike. Yeah, whatever you say. Whose idea was this?
Useless.
Who went, oh, let's fucking use a hot air balloon. From like the worst commissions ever to fucking transport this shit. Ah, I see. Oh, 3 at once? Damn. Would you look it up? I'm a fucking pro. Ah, this is great. This is fine. This is lovely.
Into the wind.
I sure love it. This is fun, right?
Take this. I'm having so much fun, like, wow. One with nature.
The fun I'm having is unreal. Like, I'm having so much fun, like, wow. Really? Really?
Fallen leaves adorn my...
Gotcha.
Oh, why? Ow. Stop abusing combos. Bye then. Man, I love this. He's going great.
Wind strike. That hurts.
Ow. Stop abusing me.
Busted. Take it easy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, whose idea was this, right? Well, the spike has finally been placed. According to my estimations, this should be the opening through which the ley lines are overflowing. If you can get the spike up and running here, we can affect the ley lines such as the opening can be closed. I believe that this will solve our problem for good. Shall we start now then? No, we cannot. I must perform another round of checks. We cannot afford to have another problem like the one we faced during the test run. Once the spike is ready, we will be rid of this terrible mud and the monsters that come with it. Look at him. He's having fun. He's having fun, I tell you. No, I meant to do the thing at the... okay. Ow, my foot. Why is it all the way over there? Alright, hello. Looper, you're finally back. I never left. How are your investigations going? The spike's adjustments have been completed. I'm still a little worried, but we can only leave it there in the tunnels. I've asked Kedev to make some medicine for Tu and Hao as well. It's all up to you now, Looper. Initialize the spike and seal the openings through which the dark mud is gushing out. Honestly, when Kedev first came to me for help, I thought to myself that I'd just pack the spike up and head to Sumeru if things didn't work out. In any case, we had done enough experiments on the Persona spike already, more than enough to have data that could support a full report. But Tu and Hao, if I'm sorry. If I just left them here, they would have to deal with this dangerous dark mud for the rest of their lives. I decided that if my research could not help them and was only good for publishing reports, then it would not be worth very much at all. That's why I decided to find some way to stop the ley lines from spewing this mud. I must admit that coming into contact with this dark mud was something of a wake-up call for me as well. I believe in your strength, but the areas where the mud flows freely are still very dangerous, so be careful, Lupo. I'll take care of the spike. Just dies again. I was talking about you. The spike can indeed decrease the effect of the mud has on the monsters of the flooded the leyline monsters, but the monsters that have been attracted thereto are just too numerous. So please, you have to take care of yourself. I am fine. I have fucking fried eggs and stuff with me. It's all good. I'll survive. Possibly. Use the Persona's spike to defeat my opponents and clear the dark mud within the time limit to accurate score. Defeating certain stronger opponents will grant you more points than defeating ordinary ones. If you say so.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Quietly now.
Ah, hello.
Into the wind.
Tiny slime.
Gotcha.
Tiny slimes.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds come. Lightning flash.
Quietly now.
It's okay. Zhou can just fucking deal with them. It's okay. It's all good. I take it back, nothing is good.
Into the wind.
Oh lord.
As one with wind and
Oh,
cloud.
God.
Thunderclap.
Oh god.
Game's up. Time's over.
It's okay, we're all good.
Take it easy.
Oh god. I'm somehow alive, okay.
The wind knows me.
Are you dead? No, of course not. I want you to be dead. Haha.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
What? Hello? 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 Do you mind? Ah, shit, I fucked it.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds come.
Okay, hang on. Stop. Pause a minute. Pause. Okay, I feel like... this is going bad. Hahaha. No.
Into the wind. Here! Following thunder!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Did I do it? Did I do it? Question mark? I mean, I just wasted fucking my ult, but, it's okay. It's all good. Did I do it? How did it go? Did you manage to operate the spike successfully? Ah, yes, it went well. Good, good. Though the Priscilla spike cannot seal the opening in one go, as long as it is successful once, continued operation should not be an issue. This means that it's really just a matter of time before the opening closes completely. Our problem is, therefore, solved. I must record this. For all I know, I may yet become a figure of some influence in the academia once the full research report on the Priscilla spike is submitted. I might even write it into my future memoirs? I can see it now. My experiments with the what? Preternaturally skilled Lupo at the chasm. Did I say that right? I don't know. I'll be waiting eagerly for that day to come. Ha, well, I fear I'm not hardly as good at writing stories as I am at reports. I can only hope that you'll forgive any flaws in my work. So, was that it? Or do I have to do more? Did I do it? Oh, I did. Would you look at that? Easy. Well, that's a oh, that's a thing, I suppose. That's over and done with. Get a life indeed. Fuck off. Please. Okay, actually I can just fucking report, there you go, let's fucking report that. I really have to see if I can actually like ban people like full stop. Okay, what time is it? I need to check. 10:41. Last time is a 1. Okay, I get it. You can stuff the fucking primo gems. Okay. Okay, I understand. I got a fuck ton. Okay, you can calm down. Okay, you know what, I will just... Wait, how long does this have left? 8 days. Let's do Yolan's story, Chris, and see if it's actually gonna be, hopefully kind of short. Sadly, right, I may have started the starting bit first because it was like, oh, what was it? Oh, like head to like Leo Harbor and just like walk around, and I just did it on accident and I couldn't stop it, so that starting bit is kind of gone. But it's okay. I didn't start anything with Elon yet, so we're actually kind of alright. I swear to God. How many of you is there? Fuck off. Well, what do you mean stop hating? Okay, where's... Okay, over here. Time to go with Ether, because it's his story quest now. Go up. Is it here?
Uncle Tien, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Oishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories.
How are you saying this is not annoying? Having like spam messages constantly. How is that not annoying? Just because you're probably into this sort of stuff, right, doesn't mean I have to like accept it on my channel. We're more concerned about your health, Uncle.
Hoishin told you, didn't
Stan.
she? Don't worry. I'm quite alright. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice, so a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in You pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
That's fine. I mean, I just spoke the truth. Also, look, it's my queen number 2. It's Queen Yelan.
Oh? Who is it?
Hey, it's my girl.
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
Hello, Yelan.
It's Yelan!
Hi.
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
I won't say no to that offer.
What do you think?
I'm not really interested. No, it's a good opportunity.
Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
Alright then.
Let's go.
Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
Yelan, you fucking bought the store?
You're all
okay.
set?
Or tea house or whatever.
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qianwei, Mingguo, and Zhi.
Bless you, Yelan. Just, It sounds like a fucking disease.
Qianwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingguo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel.
Wait, so Mingbo actually works for, Xingqiu?
Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. Alright. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Perform your inspection. I can do that. Honestly, I love having like Kazuo and Joe on my team because my stamina is going down like really slowly. Like actually like run further than before. That's great. You just fucking spawn in out of nowhere, okay. Even while like climbing, it actually like lasts longer to actually run out of stamina, I suppose. I'll be taking the slip flowers though. Or not, apparently. Okay, it's fine. It's okay.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair.
Okay, I hope you don't get the fucking position. Jesus Christ.
I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, fucking suck it up, you bitch.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
I like you.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Hey, yo, leave him alone, dude.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
Okay, I don't like this guy.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
Oh, it was those 3.
Mm-hmm. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages. Current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview.
Okay.
In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
I may not be the ask for this because I have no clue what the fuck you want from me, Elon.
I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
I don't know what you want from me. Can I cry? There's as many commercial issues and provides some very penetrating and the stuff. I do not know what I'm reading here. I do not know what you want from me, Elon. I am very confused, but it's okay.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
I don't know because I didn't understand a single thing.
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
What did you think, Elon?
That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, indeed. She knows how to fucking respect the queen.
Oh? So you 2 are the assessment officers, are you?
Oh, it's him. Fuck off.
I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing 2 entirely unfamiliar faces.
You're telling me you never saw Aether? The blonde-haired traveler who saved Liyue twice? Well, actually once, because the first time... Actually, no, wait. First time was Ningguang when she fucking threw down the, No, the first time was Aether. Where you, like, had to use the powers of the Adepti to crash the Jade Chamber into a Sile. And second time was Shinha, so... You telling me you never saw Aether before? The blonde-haired traveler who looks like nothing like anyone else in Liyue? No? Okay.
I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Mind your tone, mister!
Oh, Paimon, I love you.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact.
Did you learn that from Cloud Retainer?
Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about.
He figured it out.
With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Yeah, although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Are you calling me stupid? Well, not me, but Aether. Don't do that.
Oh, is it my turn?
Hello, Mingbo.
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
He's adorable.
I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases.
He's just adorable.
I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days?
And he's also a nerd. That's adorable. Oh, not again. I swear to God, Ryan. Just stop. Just stop. Okay, can I? Okay, wait. Before I continue on with this quest, can I do something about stuff? Probably not, but I'm still gonna check anyway. Okay, I feel like that should be alright, maybe. Possibly. Okay, there's gonna be like quite a few, there you go, you're now like actually in charge of like the live chat, I suppose. Okay, so I now have it that it's actually, so like I get like shown the messages, right? And I can like choose like if they're gonna be displayed or not. So I feel like I should be able to do the same. I think. I could be wrong. But it's okay. Alright, back to Mingbo because he's adorable.
My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
Leave him alone, Paimon. That's fucking introverts for you. Yeah, you should be able to.
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay, don't apologize.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous.
Not surprised.
What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Sorry, I'm just enjoying the music. That was blunt.
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach two very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
Sounds like you have a crush, Paimon. I love Eber's answer, by the way. Meh. Just meh.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto, which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings.
I've noticed.
Mingguo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingguo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yuan.
Last but not least, Zhi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great.
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
Good thing I barely had to do anything. Good thing, because I would have been fucking lost if I had to fucking choose something. I witness you fucking standing, buddy. I'm not stupid. Okay, please.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
Alright, then let me ask this. The ideas in Zhi's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me.
Is it gonna cut out here, or am I actually like able to fucking continue this?
But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Guo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Zhi was with me for the longest duration.
I can tell.
Oh, so how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tien?
To be fair, Toby is up now. My dad woke up like 30 minutes ago, I think, or like an hour ago, I'm not quite sure anymore. I'm here streaming and on Genshin, which actually takes like connection as well. I'm on my phone to actually read the chat. That's also like taking Wi-Fi. So you know, it's all good. I mean, as long as it doesn't like drop, right? It should be fine.
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Guo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Jerry, that was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Juri came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on.
Sounds like his family to you.
Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see, but it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire. Spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tien.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Of course, Paimon, of course. You would be the one fucking thinking about the food.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Juri purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Juri always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. Oh, the addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Very many chances, I'm sure.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Fuck's sake, Paimon.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tien, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
Mm-hmm. I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them.
I'm just amazed it still happens. Like, why?
This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities.
I don't get it either. It's so weird.
Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tien. Look after yourself.
See ya. Okay, so
it's gonna be Juri, right?
no.
His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Where the fuck did you come from?
Lady Yelan, What are your orders?
Where did you come from?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Exactly, where did they fucking come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me.
You mean Xinyan and Shenhe. I'm sorry. I should stop making these like I should stop making these what is the word? What's the word? I forgot. But like people, what is it these names? How to? Wenyan and Shanghua? Like, really? You just take Genshin names, right? And just make them, like, different. Like, clearly a fucking Xinyan and Shenhe here. Clearly.
As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
Okay, you just fucking took Tepe here, right? And I cannot deal with Tepe.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he alright? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Juri, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves. Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
Alrighty. Oh, I went the wrong way. Let's get it, boys. Oh god. Don't fucking fall to your death now, please.
Huh? What's Bulai doing here today?
Hello.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that.
I don't know if it's just me, but I swear this guy is voiced by Ito's voice actor. I swear he is.
I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Like, just like, imagine Ito, right? And just imagine him, like, speaking, right? And just, like, put his voice, like, next to this one, and just have, like, this comparison. It is Ito's voice actor. It has to be.
Even so...
Alright. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet.
Yeah, of course it's on Ito's voice, because it would kind of be weird having to, like, actually have the same voice as Ito for an NPC. But just, like, imagine the guy, I forgot, like, who's, like, voicing him. I think it's, like, Mark something, I forgot. Imagine him, like, speaking as Ito, right? And just, like, change your voice a little bit.
If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
I mean, it could just be me, like, imagining this, but just like the way he speaks, this sounds so much like Ito.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Business.
And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
I've got more than enough in my bag. That's a lie.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Not yet, Paimon.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Where?
Did he run off?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Lean Long. Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try
Sneaky
not
time.
to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
Sneaky time.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
Sneaky time. Sneaky time.
I understand.
Yes.
Let's walk and talk.
Let's walk and talk indeed.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Oh god, don't be fast.
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
Dog, don't you give me away. What? What? Game froze. My game froze. What the fuck?
Juri seems to get along really well with everyone.
Does the Sama here forever?
Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems
Hello,
like
dog.
everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
Oh god, I have to fucking sound now. Oh god. Because my game fucking bugged out. Oh great.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to?
Yes, Paimon.
Wait, you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianshu yourself, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys.
Thanks.
You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
And Paimon's fucking roped in already. Fantastic. Oh my god, can I please stop the sound, please? Please stop the sound, please. I don't want to fucking like start my game again. Please. Oh, thank God. That was fucking horrendous. Alright, let's do this. Oh God. Okay, sure. Alright, hello, I have arrived.
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Soon. Okay. Just, okay, with these names, I swear to God. That's a massive fish, okay.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
We're here to buy some information. No, we're here to ask you about someone.
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the, Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone. We've heard about this young man called Zhi, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yeon made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid.
Speak some louder, Paimon, why don't you?
Ah, yes, Zhi. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Why?
Oh? Why's that?
Her eyes are so pretty. You can say what you want, but her eyes are fucking gorgeous.
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Bye.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Alrighty. Who is my next target? I'm assuming it's him.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Zhi who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know.
Please do.
I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him, that's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
How much more? Oh, hello. Is that a kid?
Hey, it's you guys. Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you.
Why does he sound like a Venti?
What brings you to me?
No, wait. Not Venti. Bennett?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
No, not Bennett. I know the voice though.
But of course. We also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
He looks so proud of himself.
Now she's lying to a kid.
What does he stuff made to stay?
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Juri. For example, I can't remember.
God damn it.
Probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him.
Sounds dodgy if you ask me.
Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Juri stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Is this a Fatui by chance?
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Bye.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Yes, I heard it.
Strange? What was strange about it? Juri seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
Xinyan, not now. No, don't do this. Xinyan's guitar. I'm sorry.
Sudden? Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me.
Just a bit.
Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
Thank you for the view, by the way.
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
I'm telling you, it's a fucking Fatui.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
Someone's helping him.
Right. And that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Telling you, it's fucking Fatui.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Juri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jur-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jur-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshang Tea House.
I'm telling you, it's a fucking Fatui. I'm telling you. I'm back.
Jur-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up would be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
Will do.
We better hurry!
Yes, sir.
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Jur-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Exactly. I'm telling you, it's the fucking Fatui.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through.
Okay, I thought y'all actually fucking... I think she did. She's scared, she fucking took a less.
Well, we gotta start somewhere.
That is bullshit. Read chapter roads? Treacherous terrain around Thingy Stone Forest and Chinyun Peak means the area has weak transport links. The sheer mountain peaks are connected only by rope bridges. They are dangerous to walk on and wholly unsuited to the transportation of goods. These areas are rich in medical herbs and ore deposits. Building a road network around the mountains would be beneficial for everyone. Covers... Excuse you, cat. Don't interrupt me. Covers plans to build roads and bridges. Read chapter C. Due to a variety of factors, sea storms have become stronger in recent years. I suggest we set up a special patrol and unit to deal with sea monsters. The fleet should consist of the following. We have no sea monsters though, do we? Huh. Much of Liyue's folklore suggests that Rex Lapis left a great deal of wealth in the mountains of Liyue. However, due to obstacles hindering the excavation operation at the chasm, many projects have been called off. The workers of the Black Cliff Forge have been idle near the Golden House for a long time now. They should be given first refusal if any sort of projects arise. Stop reading. I have learned nothing from this.
This reading is giving Paimon a headache. Let's take a break.
We have no time for a break, Paimon. But it's okay.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Hello, guy named Shenhe, just different.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yeon's little helpers, Shenhua!
Oh my god, I swear to god, right?
If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Honestly, I wish I could tell you, but I have no answer to that. Like, I've been bothered by these spam messages for the past, like, hour or so. I'm not even kidding, and I don't even know why. Like, I don't know what the fuck I've done. I don't know why they target me, someone who's playing Genshin Impact, right? Yeah, but still, it's still, like, weird. Like, why do you target someone who's not even, like, playing anything, like, related to something like that? I'm just like, get a life, people, please. Just get a life. I don't even care. Just leave me alone.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
to validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbois.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him.
On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbo at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbo is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbo to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbo gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Never piss off like the nice guy.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. I'm starting to get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
Bye.
So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
Yes.
We still have a bit left.
What do you mean? I finished it all. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheongshu Pool redevelopment plan.
What's that?
Cheongshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Cheongshu Pool. A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Jur-E's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions. Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto?
The Blackcliff Forge.
Oh yeah! Juri said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Jur-E wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Cheongshu Pool.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Juri's secret supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this.
I'm telling you, it's a fucking Fatui.
Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
I'm telling you.
And Mingbo both turned out to be completely different than what we thought. What about Juri? Is there another side to him too?
I'm telling you, it's the fucking Fatui. And I'm sure Child is behind this. No, I'm joking. But still, come on. Oh, don't start the fucking rain. Oh, here we go again. Okay, once the stream is done, after like Galen's story quest, I'm gonna have to fucking see how to actually like ban
This is the
people's
Blackcliff
stuff.
Forge. Let's look around for clues.
Let's look around for clues indeed. Nothing of note happened today, nothing of note happened today. Payday. Three new recruits joined, can't believe people are willing to join us at a time like this. One of the newcomers is very skilled. He got made team leader. Nothing of note happened today.
What's this? A diary?
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think? These newcomers, who could have sent them?
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure. So, who's really behind all this?
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker over there for now.
Iron Shoulder. That's your name. Iron Shoulder.
Excuse us. We want to ask you about the newcomers.
You want them to teach you or something? I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant.
Wait, but that doesn't... That's a food restaurant, though.
It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else.
I swear like one-man restaurant doesn't
Looks
sell
like our
any
hunch was on the
drinks.
Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
Sounds good to me. Follow the footprints. I will do.
They went that way! Hurry, we gotta catch up!
Alright, come on. Who is it? Show yourselves.
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
No, we were not, Paimon.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Alright, hello.
Footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
Hello, anybody home? I have arrived. I am here to investigate. Hello. These stripes in the dirt were likely made by a bamboo mat. That means someone slept here. But the bamboo mat is nowhere to be seen now. A fire that burned out. Something was burned here not long ago. There's 4? It looks like there may have been a fight here, but it's hard to say for certain. This was the work of a professional, but who? Fatui, I tell you. You find a fresh fruit pit and a pile of leaves. It seems like someone was here recently, but you can't find any more clues.
Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burned. There's only ash left now.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge? They've got to go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else, to throw our investigation off course.
Darn! Guess this is where our trail runs cold.
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
I smell a very gentle fragrance.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate, where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see.
Well, fucking Shishnaya then.
Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind.
Called it!
Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Hi.
Who are you?
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around. I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Black Cliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence. Well, any suggestions?
I don't know. Catch them red-handed when they meet?
Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Jur-E, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next.
Go ahead.
Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
I will be sure to be there. Wait until 9 to 11 the following day. Okay, I can do that. 9 to 11. Let's go 9-10 then, that seems to work. That seems to work. Alrighty. Oh god. Alright, hello, I have arrived. Well, almost. Hello.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tien entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Zhi to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, don't be sad, buddy. Oh.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced.
Bullshit.
In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future? And taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
I love him, he's so precious.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tien proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, Traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
You see.
I also wouldn't mind knowing.
Stuff?
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
Yelan, help. Yelan, help.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, Zhi has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
So Zhi really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tien thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Oh god,
difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
I'm stuck. Don't mind me, I'm just getting stuck in many different places, but it's okay. Hello, fence? Hello, I have arrived.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without
Hab dich
being
schon
seen.
gehört, morgen.
Warum sagst du nicht morgen?
Weil ich gerade beschäftigt bin, deswegen. Brauchst du noch mehr Geschirr?
Ja, ich bin beim Sagen, wenn ich meine Spüle das Wasser nicht so oft aufdrehen.
Ich glaube, das war noch alles, was ich habe.
Okay.
Alright, sorry about that.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's sportness? I guess Juri didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
But how?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tien himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tien, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
I know.
Shinue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless.
I mean, I don't think there's actually much more left of this, is there?
So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinue Kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
I feel like I'm actually pretty close to the end as well, so I should make it in time for the live stream, I think. I mean, well, I'll hope I'll be done by like 12:40, so in like 40 minutes.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
Alrighty. Couldn't you take me out with you? Where's the fucking door? There's the door. But yeah, I feel like I'm actually pretty close to the end, so it's actually not too bad. I feel like we're gonna like go to the like antique shop, then we're gonna go find the Fatui, then we're gonna find Thingy, and then it's gonna be like a whole outcome of things. Just gotta wait for them to spawn in, and we'll be all good. Come on. Come on, spawn in, please. There you go.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Jur-E ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Jur-E's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock, and now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Jur-E's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
Okay. Thanks, Lin Long. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
Oh, God.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Fair point.
Yelan, so has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Jerry went, there's not much we can do. But why was he buying liquor at Shinui Kiosk anyway? To celebrate?
If so, it's no ordinary celebration.
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
The Golden House.
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jur-E may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Juri bought that liquor for and follow them instead!
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a little risk ourselves. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else Jur-E might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at...
I just interrupted her. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna fucking skip this. Thank you. Alright.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Jerry mentioned in his manifesto!
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Oh no, we gotta go get them!
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time.
So... the thingy pool thing, okay. Yeah, I should make it before 1.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Ah, right here it appears.
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground. The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance
here we
needs
go
to be taken out
again.
quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
Is it a domain? Oh no, anything but a domain. Ah, fun. Jesus Christ, how many fucking is there? Fucking hell. I don't need a fucking travel version of the Elan, come on.
Gotcha.
Ow. Why did you have to fucking move the Elan down? Oh, this is gonna fucking ruin my, like, oh god.
As I expected, but this shouldn't be too much trouble.
You guys see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. Looks like he went through that door.
That seems to work.
Must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
So, how do I open... Okay, maybe I should wait, because I see something over here.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Oh goodness, hello. Didn't expect that. Alrighty. Hello, what is you? Ah, I see. Okay. Okay, I see. Zhao, please. Zhao, thank you.
The wind knows me, as one with wind and cloud.
Oh, I hate this because I have to fucking like... Oh, that was easy. Didn't really fight back as much.
The water's gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
The fuck am I doing here? Good lord. Okay, First gotta check everywhere, right? I'm gonna make sure I miss nothing. Hello? Anybody home? I have arrived. So how far are you gonna go? Okay, there's some more of these things. What is one looking here? What is one looking for here? Well, you apparently. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, I'm so used to being Kazuha. God damn it!
One with nature.
Okay, what is over here? Absolutely nothing. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so you're actually like connected to this, I assume. Hello. That's 2. Did I only need 2? I don't know. I think I may have done. God damn it. Fine, I'll go back the way I came then. Jesus Christ. Never mind, I'm not going back the way. Where did I come from? Here? No, not here. Okay, hang on, I'm a bit confused. Yeah, that's a wall. No, it's also where I came from. God damn it. Can I open this now though? Is that like possible? No. I am stuck. I may have fucked this a bit. How do I... I may have fucked this a bit. Shit. Okay, can I go up here? Alright. I can't come up here. God damn it. Okay, how did I mess this up? How did I mess this up? Okay, can I go now? Can I move? Okay. Okay, it's all good. We're free. It's okay. We're all good. Oh, damn. That's fancy. Did that open the door?
Water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay. Now we should be able to move the statues.
Oh, okay, I see, I see, I see. Push. Push. No, 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 you come back here. Push. Alright, go. Push. Actually, no, wait, hang on. Push you back. Push you. Push you here. Then push you over here. No. Push. Push. Easy.
The door is open. Let's go.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap this up indeed. Never mind, let's not wrap this up. Fucking hell. Hello, bud.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Lament!
Fucking do it up an overkill here, it's okay. We're all good. Just so it overkill, nothing happened. We're all fine. Ow. Well, hello, sir.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup.
Say what?
Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Yo, Aoife and Yelan are not happy, and neither am I.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But, I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison, and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing. What a nasty guy. Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera?
Yes.
If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Juryi. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Qianwei had wealth. Mingbo had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again. Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now. How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
He poisoned it, didn't he?
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great. Huh? What the?
Thought as much.
Jur-E, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Vengeance will be mine. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives, the ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you.
Too bad then, isn't it?
It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Jur-E, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, They'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophon?
How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophon to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor! Jerry, you!
Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture. Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
I'm afraid not, sir. Yes, queen. Hey, this is Melilith.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan.
God damn you.
I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
Bullshit, drop the act.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
Uncle Tian has always trusted you.
Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tian ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tian was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough. That's enough.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals.
Be careful.
Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Okay, Yelan, you better, like, hurry, by the way, with that, because I don't have much time left. Where's the exit? There's the exit. Well, actually, if I finish it about, like, 10 to 1, I should be fine. I'm actually excited for the live stream. It's fine. I'm assuming this is gonna be like the last like bits. If I like get it in like 10 minutes, it should be fine. After 8 the following day, I can do that. 8 the following day. There you go. Fuck off, Google! No! Go away! Fuck off, Google. Okay, I need to teleport. What am I doing? I'm wasting precious time. It's okay, we can all make it to the live stream in time. Do not panic, we'll all be able to watch it. I just hope, right, for the 2.8 live stream, that if they actually announce Kazuha, then I can get him like C1. That'd be fucking dream come true. And Hazer, of course, because I want him to. My boy.
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Hey, Beiju!
Dr. Baiju, is
Baiju.
my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years.
Yes, that's my clock right now, yes. Or my time. And if it's no Kazuha, that's fine too. But I just want, like, Hazer at least.
It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
I'm disappointed as I don't see fucking Chi-Chi.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Imagine. Hello. Goodbye. See you later.
Ah, you're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it.
Are you feeling any better?
Yes. The exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
If fucking Chell gets a little fucking rerun, I will quit.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position. But Qianwei and Mingbo both have potential.
I mean, it would be good if you could actually go for cons, but if you get him, it's a different question.
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
I mean, it would make sense because Kali and Kazu actually had like their banners side by side during the Golden Apple Archipelago.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
So I would just assume it's gonna be Kali and Kazu again.
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tian?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him.
If it's Yoimiya, I'll be happy for her because the amount of hate she got back then, hence the reason why I pulled her, by the way, was unreal.
I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start?
What if none of this had ever happened?
I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Zhi was his intelligence and resilience.
Could be, to be honest. I mean, Huto is pretty famous, like, to begin with, but, like, Yoimiya was just, like, there, just getting so much hate. Basically, the hate was mostly for, like, she's, like, replacing Amber, even though she didn't, but, yeah, it's all good.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhi was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Zhi now?
Oh, he still cares.
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Jur-E's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tian? Yeon? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
We don't need to understand. We need to finish this conversation.
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or,
we're
to
back.
put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands, and a statement from Jur-E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options.
So this was your real plan?
Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
Oh, okay. We got a Harbinger in here now. Okay.
The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern.
Okay.
It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan, do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role, as Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. Alright, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out.
You fucking tease.
But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons.
Oh, I know.
If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
The fuck? Why, we got it done! I will not talk to you, Uncle Tian, because honestly I don't have time, I don't really have the patience to talk to you. So I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye. I was like, where are the stairs? But the stairs are here. Alright, well, like... Hi! Sure, I'll accept it. Anyway, this is it for the stream, right? Still got 10 minutes, okay, that's fine. It was fun, despite the...
Those memories are so dark.
Zhao, baby. Shush, I'm speaking, right? It was fun despite the obvious spam messages constantly. I hope you all have fun during the live stream that's gonna happen soon, and I'll see you all next time during our stream. So thanks for joining, and bye stream!